In today's interest rate markets, let's take a look at the 10-year note futures as they're experiencing some selling pressure today. We're seeing them pushing down to new contract lows intraday. 117.26 was the intraday low. Currently 118.05. But pushing down again to the multi-year lows here when we look at the futures market. And I think when you look at some of the factors contributing to the pressure today, a lot of things. Honestly, I think there's several factors here. Number one, reassessment of the Fed message. The initial reaction yesterday was a little bit dovish in its tone. I guess the idea that they're not considering a 75 basis point hike in any meeting was viewed as initially as I guess a positive for the markets when we did see the reaction. But now, as the markets had 24 hours to digest that message, it does appear that the trajectory for the rate hikes are still firmly in place. And then when you couple that with the data this morning, when we got wage numbers increasing more than expected, productivity numbers decreasing more than expected, that had an impact, I believe, as well. And also the third thing was the Bank of England message this morning where they had their rate decision, raised rates, but also indicated they don't see inflation peaking for them until the end of 2022. So pushing that duration out now in the expectations for inflation peaking, I think also was another factor contributing to the selling pressure today. Now, when you look at today's price action, we did see yields firmly over 3% for the 10-year. When you look at the 10-year note, we saw an increase of 13 basis points today, up to 304 basis points currently, now an intraday high of 310 basis points. So continuing to push to multi-year highs here, and also looking at the yield curve today as we look at all the treasury durations. Yield curve steepened quite a bit today, with the back end selling off more so than the front end of the curve. So a shifting there in that dynamic from yesterday's price action, and also a shifting in yields when you look at the 10-year note future now and pushing down to contract lows, and the yields pushing to multi-year highs over 300 basis points.